We are back busting bro science myths with Team Massive Joes, and today we're looking at fasted cardio versus non-fasted cardio. And let's be honest, why do bodybuilders hate doing cardio?
Oh, I'm not going to do cardio. I'm going to burn all of my muscle, everything that I've worked hard for. Cardio is the scary topic to talk about.
It is, and it's almost an exhaustive, endless topic of people getting on there that can't get in shape, saying you don't ever want to do cardio. Then there's a few genetic exceptions that, they're pretty lean and they don't need to do cardio. From my side of things, fasted cardio taps into fat reserves that you ordinarily wouldn't be able to access if you were in a well-fed state.
Definitely. And I've noticed that with all of my training, my bodybuilding, I've never lost any muscle unless I've done something stupid on my diet. But the cardio has always just been like a nice walk, and it's always been ample for me to be able to lose enough body fat.
Yeah, look, with anything in science, there's evidence to suggest one side of the argument, and then depending on the statistical manipulation, there's always evidence to suggest otherwise. You can find and manipulate whatever you want to suit cause. But let's look at any top athlete around the world. They all do fasted cardio.
Yeah, everyone.
They all do.
Yep.
And look, if you miss a fasted cardio session, it's not going to be the end of the world or disastrous if you then do it later on after you have eaten.
We're just saying what's more ideal. So what is the reason for fasted cardio?
From my side of things, if you are fasted, so you've eaten the night before, and you've slept or gone without food for 6 to 8 hours or thereabouts, you have been still requiring blood sugar. So we've got glycogen that is being tapped into. If you have a lot of glycogen stores, we still need to tap into those. But in your systemic circulation, you still have the required amount of sugar available or carbohydrates available for the brain to function, for organs to function, and those sort of things. If you then introduce food, it's not going to tap into those reserves because there's going to be you're going to have food digesting and going into the bloodstream. So that's one of the main reasons from my side of things why that fasted cardio opportunity, well, it really only presents once, and that's in the morning. And I've seen athletes do double fasted cardio, so they'll get up fasted, do cardio, go back to bed, half an hour, 40 minutes later, they go back out and do it again. Depends on where people's body fat is. But I haven't seen anyone who has their vitamin and mineral supplementation done properly, their food done properly, their training done properly.
That hasn't seen good results.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And what about when people think that it's okay, like just having a protein shake in the morning, that's still breaking the fast. Like how many people say they're doing fasted cardio, yet they've had something?
Well, it's not even a protein shake. I had someone yesterday say, but I've only had a banana. Well, you only had a banana.
You broke the fast.
It's broken. It's not fasted cardio. I mean, fasted cardio, have black coffee. Don't have coffee with milk and sugar. That's breaking your fast. Don't have coffee with milk. Don't drink milk. But you can have some fat burning products in the morning. You can have.
That's what we do. We normally have our black coffee.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Even people that say, I've only had some aminos. Well, technically,
still a food, really.
It's a group that, depending on how lean you are and depending on how much glycogen is or isn't available, and for those who are running a very low carbohydrate diet that are running on beta oxidation, then you can break that and have conversion straight away. Yeah. If you are working harder, and we've got exercise-induced hypoglycemia, we might not fall into a hypoglycemic state, but our blood sugar decreases during exercise. If you don't have diabetes, and like I said, this is very general, and you're able to function on a lower blood sugar, then you are working harder to burn those calories than if you were well fed and your blood sugar is at, say, 7 rather than at 3.5 or 4. My fasting blood sugar is usually in the 3s, 3.5, but I run a very low carbohydrate diet. It's not uncommon to see people who run a very high carbohydrate diet have a fasting blood sugar of 7 or 8. I mean, that's pre-diabetic. Then we can start to get into a dangerous area. But back on topic, fasted cardio is not the end of the world for losing all your muscle.
No, exactly. And, the time of the day, yes, we're saying that it's the best time to do your cardio is fasted first thing in the morning, fasted, no banana, no apples, fasted. And if you can't, if your job doesn't permit you to or whatever, cardio at any time of the day. What's the next best time? Would you say after a workout?
Post-workout. But, common sense, guys, don't train for 3.5 hours in the gym and then try and do an hour of cardio. But then on the flip side, don't have 16 scoops of a carb powder during training and then wonder why your cardio is making no difference. So honestly, the evidence from my side of things, and any athlete I deal with knows this, fasted cardio first thing in the morning, 45 minutes, depending on where, if you're doing a show, you might need to do an hour, you might need to do slightly more.
Yep.
And for those of you out there that don't want to do too much cardio, don't get so fat.
Yeah,
End of story.
Yeah, and the old saying, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. It works.
It does
Doing fasted cardio in the morning, it works.
And my argument to those who say, oh, I'm a genetic freak that I don't need to do cardio, I'm already lean, you would look better if you did some cardio. And then we've got a whole range of health benefits as well. Your cardiovascular system, you know, we train legs for 3 hours roughly.
Yep.
No breaks, no rolling around on the floor, no mattresses to have a rest. If we didn't have that base fitness, there's no way we'd be able to keep going as we do.
No.
So there's a whole range of other benefits that cardiovascular work, especially fasted, and it makes you work hard for those calories, helps any sort of figure bodybuilding physique athlete.
Yeah. And that's busting bro science on fasted cardio.
Can't wait for all the complaints to come through and people saying that we don't know what we're talking about and you don't need to do cardio. We welcome them.